Hey everybody, it's Big Terp. Welcome back to Buddy's Spirits and Cigars, episode number 3. So we have some new equipment, and we want to give shout outs to some of our sponsors for supporting Buddy's Spirits and Cigars. Kinley Treat Photography is helping us out with lighting and stuff. Hopefully you will notice some differences with the audio as well. We're in a new backdrop, new position. We're still at Big Terp's Bourbon and Cigars. And so, you know, I'm glad to have sponsors and people to help us and grow our channel and produce good content. So shout out to those guys. We will have the links to their Facebook page down at the bottom under the description. So go check them out if you need any kind of photography stuff, weddings and fall pictures, whatever you do with your family, give her a shout. She's super nice and does an excellent job. Also, we want to shout out to Bourbon Santa. He is doing an amazing job sending out samples to all of his followers. Great guy, super knowledgeable, and we are going to have him as a guest on the show at some point in time.
Very exciting.
Yes, very, very.
He's a great guy. He's very, very, very knowledgeable on bourbons, and he's able to get his hands on some pretty rare stuff. To kind of give you guys an example, these are some of the samples that he sends out. So what the deal is with that is he'll write a label and put on there, and it'll be whatever proof it is and the description of that particular bourbon, and sends them to you. And it is well worth signing up to be part of what he's got going on. So without further ado, we are going to get into the bourbon. So you guys ready?
Absolutely.
Very ready.
Yeah. I mean, I bet, how spicy is it going to be on like a Scoville unit can?
On a Scoville unit, I couldn't say. What I could say is it'll be spicy.
It'll be spicy. All right.
I mean, take a smell of it, see what you think.
Ooh, it smells wonderful.
I must say, it looks beautiful. Look at that.
It really does. I mean, it's dark.
It looks great.
I mean, how old is this? That's what I want to know.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about it.
I'm going to say it's at least 10 years. I don't know, just by looking.
It doesn't smell so spicy.
No, it does not.
No, it's kind of it's actually up to this point the lowest proof that we've had
Look at us go.
so far. Now this is only episode 3, so
Yeah.
so let's give it a try.
This is from the guy that thinks toothpaste is spicy. Isn't that right, Cam?
Okay, well, listen. That's not so spicy.
Not so spicy.
No, that's not. That's.
We'll see how long his drink lasts.
Yeah. I mean, it does give you a little bit of a Kentucky hug, so they say. But as far as on the palate, no, it's not.
A Kentucky hug?
Yeah. You never heard of that term?
No, I love it, though.
You don't. Yeah.
I don't, you know.
Yeah. I mean.
So this particular bourbon, if you are out on the interwebs and you're in any of the bourbon groups, stuff like that, on various social media platforms, it is it's highly controversial for this bourbon. You cannot get yes, it's great, no, it's terrible, to try to, as far as opinions, because it is split down the middle.
So I'm going to guess right now that it's Willet pot still.
That's exactly
Just because of that.
exactly what it is. It is.
I mean, I think it's good.
I don't know why it's so controversial, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
Thus far, this is the least controversial drink I've felt we've had.
Pot still.
What's the age statement on it? Do we know?
Well, that's what I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
So they introduced this bourbon in 2008, and there was they have some kind of convention to where distillers bring different alcohols and this, that, and the other, and it's in San Francisco. And this actually, as far as packaging and presentation, it won like 2 stars, which is 2 gold stars, which is really good. And then also it won for taste as well in the category that it's in. And so, by reading that kind of stuff, you're like, man, why don't more people like it? Well, I guess maybe along the way, you know, you get a bad barrel or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's aged between 8 and 10 years.
Okay.
So that was a good call on your guess there. But anyway, so that's Willet Pot and Still.
I mean, I'm going to say it's good. Now, I've not met a whiskey that I didn't like, so take that.
So speaking of bad barrels, what is quality control like in these joints that are brewing this?
Well,
I mean, like how you lock it up in a barrel and then
Yeah, then
what?
You age it.
I
And
mean,
then,
you're just hoping it turns out like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
wanted?
Yeah, apparently this year they're not going to have any, the BTAC line is not going to have any George T. Stagg because they didn't like the way that it turned out.
Yeah.
So,
So I figure what they'll do
Unbelievable.
is they'll take whatever that bourbon is, they'll relabel it because it's not up to George T. Stagg
Yeah,
quality,
yeah.
and it'll be like
So-
they came out with a new, instead of Stagg Junior, it's just called Stagg. So
Dude,
that
you
may
could-
be what that
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
That's what the rumors are.
like-
I'm
You
not
could
sure.
honestly open up just a second label and just create this allure around it, this mystery, this
yeah.
legend about it, and it just be the B-list whiskey you brewed.
I mean, but if it's coming from Buffalo Trace, do they really make anything B-list or even? Well, I guess what is it? Is it Benchmark? Is
To
there
their
Benchmark is-
standards, I
age,
should say.
yeah.
A Benchmark is kind of one of their lower end
Yeah.
bourbons, but even that it's aged like 8 years,
Yeah.
and it is it's a good mixing bourbon. If nothing else. I mean, the price point is kind of it's lower, obviously, but
I mean, I don't know how.
it's still a good bourbon.
I've never had it that I know of. But
So a little bit about Willet there. Now we'll talk about the stogies. So we are smoking Arturo Fuente stogie today. It's called a Naked King.
And
This
it
is
smokes like
the type
a
of
dream.
cigar
Dude,
that
it
it
does.
is.
Wonderful.
So a little bit about that is I was talking to these guys earlier, and there's cigar manufacturers. Some of them will just say, all right, this cigar is composed of this, 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 and give everything about that cigar that anybody wants to know. You have pretty famous, social media platforms, and they do interviews with the manufacturer, stuff like that. Arturo Fuente, they're kind of half and half. They will release some stuff, but not everything as far as composure. And so with this one, the Naked King is the first cigar that they have released that has a Corojo wrapper. So if you'll remember the last episode we had, you asked about the wrapper, and it was a Maduro wrapper. So this is a Corojo wrapper.
Okay.
And then as far as composure, on the inside, they're not going to release that part. So
it's their special blend
it's the special blend.
because it's a blend, right? Not a recipe.
Yeah.
All right.
So they didn't want to release that, and that's their prerogative. But
Absolutely.
it is a great smoke.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it's pretty damn good.
Keep it under
It's
wraps.
just under.
Keep
Keep it under wraps.
Oh.
It's just under 7 inches long and a 49 ring gauge. So it's a really good smoke.
Yeah.
So
Under 7 inches long.
well,
Don't we know about that?
some of you.
Anywho's,
So that's the bourbon. That's the stogies.
I like this mix.
dude, it's wonderful.
I like the drink. I like the smokes.
What did you think about the composure of the bourbon? Is there anything that sticks out, like a certain note of, like, is this? To me, it's kind of citrus. I get like a citrus flavoring on the taste.
I'm breaking ground on spicy, not spicy, my
I
dog.
feel
I've
like
got
there's some-
nothing else to contribute
But I
there.
feel like there's some vanilla. Like
Yeah,
off
I was
the
gonna say
smell.
I see or smell like some vanilla.
Okay, I can smell a vanilla in there.
Can you?
Yes.
Are you sure?
It's kind of like
There's a sweetness
Yes,
in the air.
absolutely. There's
there's like a fruity taste to it. Some kind of, to me,
maybe
not
like
like. I mean, we're not talking like wine or anything
yeah,
like
is
that.
it
It's just
kind of like a dreamsicle almost?
I'll tell you, where my
Just,
tongue lands on the scale of dreamsicle, not dreamsicle, this is far from dreamsicle. I'll just say.
Maybe it's like one of those root beer dreamsicle things.
Hey,
Yeah.
so speaking of, the root beer dreamsicle mixing and stuff, blah, blah, blah. So that's the first time I learned this. I mean, I've heard of them making a drink that tastes like a Tootsie Roll.
Really?
And I figured that I seen a TikTok the other day that showed how to do that.
Make a Tootsie Roll drink.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's equal parts of Kahlua and orange juice.
And it tastes like a
Tastes-
Tootsie Roll.
Dude
Well,
was
I've got
like,
Kahlua at
the dude
home.
on the TikTok was like, "There's no way.
Yeah.
it's
No.
not happening." And brand new bottle of Kahlua breaks the seal. Brand new bottle of orange juice breaks the seal.
Was it like Minute Maid or Tropicana or?
He goes half Kahlua, half orange juice, and dude, he's like, he almost wanted to throw that glass because it was just so. His mind was blown.
I may stop and get orange juice tonight just because.
It's probably not a bad idea.
That's a
I
breakfast
like
drink.
Tootsie Rolls.
I do too.
Hey, speaking of drinking, I was at a bar the other day. Lo and behold, a skeleton walks in, orders a beer and a mop. Can you believe it?
No.
A beer and a mop.
I went right through. Is what you're saying?
Right through it. Ran right through. Good on
You guys know what you get from pampered cows?
No what?
Spoiled milk.
Oh, I like that. I like it.
Thank you for the dad joke calendar. Lindy, thank you. I need another one for Christmas this year.
Do you know why the bicycle fell over?
It was too tired.
Because it was too tired.
Oh, wow, that's so good.
My gosh.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Anyway.
So Arturo Fuente, he is Dominican? Or do we know?
They have their own.
Their farm is like, or wherever they grow. Is it Dominican? Is what I guess is what I'm asking.
So Shadow de Fuente is it's over there, and they will do like a tour, but it's like an invitation only thing.
Yeah.
So you can't like sign up and go tour Shadow de Fuente. It's just it's not happening.
Send us the invites.
Yeah, well, you kind of have to own like a cigar shop. They do stuff like that for shop owners.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, well, not gonna be me anytime soon.
yeah, definitely.
Nor
Definitely.
Nor myself.
So you broke out the corduroys, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
what? You like
it's
him
time to
corduroys?
cut the cord.
I've cut the cord at home, just not out of my closet. I do love a good corduroy. Second pair right here.
Well,
As an adult.
It
Now
is
as a
kinda-
kid.
It's getting cooler outside,
Yeah.
so it kind of makes
Boy,
a little more
what,
sense.
man?
Yeah. I've owned a pair or two of corduroys in my day. Believe it or not.
I currently
When I was a
own
little
two
kid,
pair.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm on the lookout for another pair.
Well, I
Maybe a
believe that.
black pair.
Black? Okay.
Black corduroy.
How about chocolate brown?
I have chocolate brown.
You have chocolate brown.
Yep.
Oh.
That's just
What
a
about a
scotch
plum?
lighter.
Skosh. Just
Dude,
Just a scotch.
plum with like a paisley like dress. You know who would enjoy that? Mr. Hal.
yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, because he loves plum and he loves paisley.
Well,
was
I mean,
gonna
a
say-
plum
I was gonna
corduroy
say
wouldn't
Prince.
look mean. I was thinking Prince too, but
Well-
when I pictured the shirt that you were mentioning, I was thinking that huge ruffles there on the front.
Yeah,
Plumage.
no. I think Mr. Hal plum corduroys with a paisley shirt. Oh yeah.
Mr. Howell does not seem like the guy that would enjoy the plumage.
No, but paisleys yes.
Speaking
And
of
plum.
Mr. Howell,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to send an open invite to that guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Wonderful.
yeah.
Wonderful.
We've got a list of people.
Dude, it's a huge list. This show's going to go on for years,
Yes,
people.
because we've got to have just people
if you
here.
like the show,
Yeah.
great. If you don't like the show, unfortunate for you, because this is like a
Yeah.
10-year show in the making just from the guest list.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
We may have to have recurring guests depending on how.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Well, that's the thing. We've been working on trying to get, everything up to par for just us three, and then definitely bring some guests on.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
But we've made huge strides in
Dude,
just
leaps and
from
bounds.
between episode 1 to episode 3.
And I'll say thank you to the sponsors.
Yes.
Thanks to Turp here. My
Yeah.
God.
The sponsors.
This is
Yeah.
wonderful.
Sponsors.
Kinley
are
Tree,
great help.
is that?
Yeah,
Kinley-
Kinley Tree Photography,
Kinley Tree
man.
Photography.
And then,
Where's
of
she
course,
at? She
Bourbon
like in
Santa.
Muldrow?
Yeah,
She
she's here in Muldrow. She's busy all the time. I mean,
Wonderful.
she's got weddings booked like crazy.
Well,
so
her generosity is awesome.
So
Oh,
she's
yeah.
a fellow Muldronian, is that what you're telling me?
yeah, if
Or
that's what.
Muldrodronian?
Muldrogonian.
Gonian, okay.
Muldrogogonian.
Where'd the
There we
G
go.
come from, man?
Muldrogogonian.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Ulagagonian.
No, heaven forbid you confuse the two.
Yeah.
It's Ulagogonians and Muldrogogonians.
It's getting deep in here.
Well, yes.
Well, it tends to stay deep.
That it does. I mean, should have brought our waiters, right?
Yeah, no doubt. So, what is the stuff you were talking about to us earlier?
The toxoplasmosis.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What's
Okay,
going on
so
with this mess?
I'm listening to the radio the other day. Of course, I've got it on 91.3 FM NPR.
KUAF.
It's KUAF.
Yes, out of Fayetteville.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, we are in the Arkansas River Valley, Fort
Yeah.
Smith metropolitan area.
Yeah.
But we get KUAF out of Fayetteville.
But right now, we're over on the res
Yes.
in
Yes.
God's country,
At
That's
God's
exactly
country.
right.
Oklahoma.
That's exactly right. So I'm cruising down the road. I'm listening to NPR, and they're talking about toxoplasmosis, and they're studying its effects on animals, currently rats. So
Okay.
normally a rat who is averse to cats, you know, they're kind of like,
Well, I mean, it's kind of like dogs and cats.
right, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, the rat smells a cat, and the rat's like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna stay ducked away.
Yeah.
It's the antagonist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when they infect these rats with toxoplasmosis,
Does Peter know about this?
who?
Peter.
So
Anyway.
who's infecting these rats?
mean,
is
well,
that
I mean,
is that
you-
part like left secret?
I
top
don't
secret?
want to get too deep into the current happenings of the world
Yeah.
today, but I mean, we just found out Fauci's been funding dogs getting their heads eaten up by fruit flies.
Okay, anyway, let's.
So anyway,
We're digressing.
these rats, they get infected with toxoplasmosis. Instead of leaving the cat away, so the way they do this is they fill a room with cat urine
Okay.
and they test the rat's reaction.
to the
Normal,
cat urine.
yeah, to the cat urine. Normal rat's reaction, he does not go.
Okay.
He sees it, he smells it, he's like,
And
heads out.
Yeah.
A rat infected with toxoplasmosis goes straight for the urine. They think what is happening is in the amygdala, where your fear and your sexual desires are near each other, toxoplasmosis is swapping the two, and the rat goes from being afraid of the cat and the cat urine to
horny for the cat.
horny for the cat.
So they're walking around just begging for a golden shower.
Dude, yes, by its killer. I mean, this is sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
It really is. I mean,
Can you believe?
So is this what happened to the frogs?
that turned him gay? I mean,
No, listen, boys, I'm gonna tell you. You can ask Alex Jones. Shout out InfoWars. It's the fluoride turning the frickin' frogs gay.
The fluoride.
Yeah. I mean, do you brush your teeth? I mean, yeah.
With
Oh, let me-
fluoride-free toothpaste.
You use.
Flatal.
Yeah. Okay.
So you drink no tap water.
Well, you see, now here's
not-
what's up? Wait. I do not drink a lot of tap water out of my sink. I drink Dasani,
Which comes from a tap.
which comes from a tap somewhere. But the cool thing is up until a couple years ago, Fort Smith did not have fluoride-treated
Fluoridated, yeah.
water.
Well, that's
I
true.
think that's changed since.
Yeah.
do
Because I was
believe you're
really blown away by the water report a couple years ago. But like I said, I think that's changed.
correct. Oh, they were.
Whoops.
You ever use a microwave?
I can't believe we're talking about this.
Well, hey, so,
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut to the chase here. I don't own a microwave, okay? It was by choice. All right, now you two go.
by choice. Hey,
I mean, exactly. I mean, there's nothing else to say. The man doesn't use or own a microwave. He'll use a microwave.
Well, only when. All right.
Not only when.
because that's the point I was going to bring up. And that's the reason I asked the fluoride question about the tap water. So if you drink tap water, it's got fluoride in it. I mean, that's kind of one of them deals.
Yeah.
But as far as let's go back to the microwave thing, because you think you're getting irradiated.
Look,
and
I'm not
I mean,
saying you're getting radiated or anything. I'm just saying it's probably not good to nuke your food every day.
I'll agree with that.
And the easiest way to not nuke your food every day
Is to not have a
is
microwave.
to not have a nuclearizer.
nuclearizer.
A nuclearizer.
No radiation off of his
Yeah.
vape machine he
Yeah.
uses.
I don't know. I've never seen the numbers on that. I couldn't say.
Because you don't want to see them. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, I
And
mean,
so,
It might be true.
yeah, well,
I don't know.
but he'll use a microwave at work or something. Now, granted, they both work in EMS. I work in fire, so it's
I mean,
At
it's
times-
common
you
to
know,
be trying to sit down and eat,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you
Yeah.
got to go. You
Yeah.
got cold food when you come back. So
and a microwave is the expedient way.
What
to
are the things you've got? The little
air fryer?
zip up like lunchbox looking things?
Oh, the Hot Logics.
Dude,
Those things are phenomenal.
Ladies and
Hot
gentlemen.
Logic. I don't know anything about them. My wife found them, but they are wonderful. Frozen food, frozen meals.
you can cook an entire frozen lasagna
Yes.
in the box.
Yeah, in
you
the
don't
box.
even open the box. You put it in the Hot Logic.
Yeah, yeah,
Cooks
and
that bad
it
boy up.
just it takes hours,
Right.
but
I mean, you're going to want to plan ahead.
so
Yeah.
how does it generate its
it's got
heat
like a heat plate, like a hot plate
inside
but
of it?
Inside of it.
Do you add water or something?
no.
No,
It
It's
looks
not
like a
the-
lunchbox.
It's not like an MRE heater.
no. It's you plug it in. You have to have electricity.
Oh, you got to plug it in.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so
Plug it in. Plug it in.
radiation from electricity.
Yeah.
I got you.
Be gone.
Well,
I'll be gone with you.
It is is it radiant heat or is it? You're the fireman. It's conduction, right?
Is it
it's sit-
touching said hot plate?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
setting up, so it's
Yeah.
conduction. But if it's, well, yeah, I guess because it's going through the box and then through the pan that it's in, the plastic, yeah, so it's conduction. But dude, it's phenomenal.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
If you're able to plan ahead and use a
Uh-huh.
Hot Logic, go
Yeah.
ahead and do that. You're
Never-
gonna love it.
I've never heard of them.
I hadn't either until he showed up with a lime green one.
That's crazy.
Lime green
A
one, they got a
lime
purple
green
And a
one.
purple one.
Yeah.
I would expect you to have the lime green.
Well,
Wow.
I
He's
he's
commandeered
kind of
him
more
from my wife.
subtle in that. Well, that's
This gentleman
true.
over here, subtle?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, but
Subtlety is my
he doesn't
specialty.
branch out quite as much as you branch out. You know,
Well, every once in a while,
I guess you're a little more
was I
adventurous
watching?
than since you're younger and such. We're kind of the old farts of the channel. You know,
well, you guys said it.
I'm the boomer. Okay.
Old.
he's the boomer.
And
Boomer in
speaking of
more than
boomer,
one way.
Boomer sooner.
That's exactly right.
WPS man.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Thank you.
that was a nail biter of a game.
I didn't. I
Dude.
mean, you
With
didn't
the-
play, so I didn't watch any
With the
football.
Sooners or
No,
who?
with the
Hogs?
Razorbacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Sooners had a bye.
Oh okay.
It was their bye week. Arkansas.
It's always a nail biter with those dudes lately.
Dude.
Both of them. The Hogs and the Sooners.
Yeah,
The
they-
Sooners come out on top a lot more than the
played-
Hogs, unfortunately for us.
Fortunately for
It
me.
was
That's exactly
insane, and they brought out the last ditch effort for them to tie it up with the Hogs was to kick a field goal.
Whole other kicker, right?
Dude, he looked like he was 12 years old. I mean, he came out there, he was just, he
Well,
was.
my thing with the
Young,
kickers is
young,
why do they
young. I
give
was
them
like-
the goofiest looking helmets?
Well, because they're not supposed to.
I get it, but if
they're
I'm
not
going to be a
supposed to con-
kicker, dude, put me in a collar, give me a visor, give me the full face mask,
Yeah,
give me
abs-
that face mask that comes down to like here.
Yeah.
With just bars everywhere. Make me look mean because
Yeah.
I
You
don't
want
want
a
to be the
hockey
goofy
mask
looking
to
dude.
kick a field goal is what you want. You're crossing your
I
sports.
mean, the poor fellas, they just look so goofy out there. At least neck
Yeah.
up.
Kill
Well, I
them.
mean, generally they're pretty small folks,
They're smaller.
dude. Although, have you seen the punter for OU?
No.
Dude is.
The big old boy.
I mean, he ain't big, but he ain't tiny either. I mean, he's.
So he's just average.
No, he's no. I mean, he's.
Well, if
he's
you're not big, you're not
when I
small,
say
you're
big,
average,
he's not
right?
like an offensive lineman, but he's built more like I would say a safety or a linebacker or a running back
Well,
type.
good
you know.
for him.
Yeah.
You know.
He ain't the typical punter or kicker.
Well,
And when I say kicker, I mean place kicker. So.
Well, typically those guys don't engage in any contact,
Yeah.
and if they do, it's bad for the other team. So anyway, it was crazy, man. I just couldn't believe it. He came out there to kick the ball, and I was like, who? I thought it was like the coach's high school son or something came out there. Middle
It's a
school,
family
even.
business,
Dude, he
boys.
was small. He was little, and I was like, holy cow, and he missed it bigger than Dallas. I mean, just
bigger than Dallas.
Just how big is Dallas? I mean, it's
Well-
obviously pretty big because things are bigger, and if they're bigger than Dallas, they're huge.
well,
huge.
Yeah,
everything's bigger in Texas anyway.
That's true.
And
Especially the
Dallas
egos.
incorporates Fort Worth and all. I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, I mean,
everything
when-
runs into everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you look at
We're
it,
talking about the Metroplex. When we say bigger than Dallas, we're the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. I don't know.
What city is the largest city in the U.S.
Per
land
capita
mass
or
wise?
less mass?
My understanding is that it's L.A., but then Stephen Ward told me that it was Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
Can you believe? I couldn't.
No, I don't. I mean, but supposedly Oklahoma City was number 2 at one point.
Yep.
Whether
Also
that's the
Steve
case or
Ward,
not.
you know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
well, I mean, that's right here in God's
You know,
country. And
what I
that's a
don't
big
like
place.
about Steve Ward asking that question is that he'll let you guess through about 30 major U.S. cities.
He won't tell you. You
Steve
gotta
Ward,
guess.
just tell me,
Yeah,
man.
he'll
I've
give you a
guessed
hint.
20 times. Go
He'll give
ahead,
you a
lay it
hint.
on me.
Well, it's on the East Coast, or it's in Florida after you're at like 27.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're running out of cities, you know. And just like, hey, help me out here a little bit. Something's got
Well,
to
there's
give.
a football team there.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
In Florida.
yeah, Florida.
Imagine that, would you? Pro, college, what? You know, help a man out. So, hey, we're getting close to time on our show, so we're going to let you go. Hope you enjoyed episode 3. We will definitely be bringing some more dad jokes because, quite frankly, I enjoy them.
I do love it. Well, I'm a dad, so
Yeah,
I'm a
both
dad. Now I
Tired? That's perfect.
We're going to send Cam out to pick the bicycle up. So, anyway, thank you for watching. We appreciate it. Thank you for all the subscribers. We have, before we started this episode, 38 subscribers. So we're growing every
We're climbing.
episode. And the first episode, premiere episode, was like almost 200 views. So
Wow.
now we don't have that many likes on there. So please
Well, I mean,
smash
it-
that like button. That's the biggest thing you can do to
Pump
help us.
the numbers.
Yeah.
And subscribe. Please share our channel and get your friends involved and tell them come on over and have a
Yeah.
good time with us. And,
Hi, all the new
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Tell 'em. Did we mention Mr. Producer? I don't know that we did.
Yeah, Mr. Producer's
Mr.
here doing an amazing
Executive
job.
Mr. Producer.
Yes.
Right over there.
Yes. Absolutely.
Hopefully this episode will be good enough for him to put his stamp on of approval on it, and he will reveal himself.
At
But
at a later date.
I guess
TBD.
I don't think he wants to do it today. So anyway, thank you everybody. We
Yes.
appreciate it, and we will catch you next time.
Bye bye.